Y'all, I'm high. But I want to tell y'all something. Tell y'all how good God is, okay? Let me tell you. Don't be scared to take a chance on yourself, and don't be scared to ask God for a sign. Y'all, this was a few years back. I came home to some crazy SHIT. And at the time I was living with my parents. I'm about to insert the picture. I'm gonna insert a picture somewhere here so y'all can see what I came home to. Okay? And I came home, y'all, to the fucking FBI raiding the house. Like, you couldn't even get in the house. My parents and everybody was handcuffed out front. It was crazy. Like, black cars everywhere. This shit was crazy, okay? And at the time I was working at Seagate. I was like a security dispatcher, and I normally get off at like 8 o'clock in the morning. But the person who was supposed to relieve me, they didn't end up coming in, so I had to stay like 4 hours over. So when I got home, y'all, had I got home at my normal time, I would have been in that house when it was getting raided. And when I tell you that house was like windows busted out, you could see where they had threw in bombs. Bombs was like stained, like black marks all over the floor. Um, Fucking video recorders, everything was ripped up. Like, it was tore up. I said, I said, I can't do this, God. My parents was on drugs, and I was pretty much my parents' parent, and I was like, God, give me a sign. I need to know what I need to do. And at that time, I had a stepbrother in Oklahoma, and me and him talked a lot because I grew up with him. Um, yeah, his dad and my mom are married, and so we always kind of stayed pretty close. So he was like, Lisa, if you can get out here, you can stay with me. And I was like, all right, bet. So I was like, God, give me a sign. Give me a sign that I need to just leave and go to Oklahoma. And literally, when I got in my car, right after I asked for that sign, the song on the radio was Mary, Mary, if the shackles off my feet so I can dance. And I had literally felt like I was being, like, I needed to be free from that environment because there was a lot going on, y'all. Like, I don't even want to get into it, but I seen a lot in that house. A lot was going on in that house, and that's all I needed. I think literally the next day I put in my 2 weeks notice at my job, and I was like, I'm out of here. What's even more crazy, I had a 1990 Toyota Camry. If y'all know what that car looks like, it's tiny. It looks like a freaking tin can of a car. It's crazy. That's the car I had when I decided I was going to drive from California to Oklahoma. I did not have a driver's license. My car was registered in my stepdad's name. I did not have insurance. That car also did not have a spare tire. So I was about to travel across the country, and I didn't have none of that. Okay. I just made sure like my engine and stuff was good. I had my grandpa look over my car, and he just said, everything's good. I forgot. I think I got something else done, but that was it. I've everything I could fit into my car. That's what I took with me. I said my sisters threw me a little party before I left, and my best friend threw me a party too. And my sisters threw me a dinner, and my best friend threw me a party, and I ended up leaving at nighttime. And I did not have enough money to stay at a hotel or anything like that. I think I literally had like maybe $170 in my account when I left. And my car only took about $25 to fill up because it was such a tiny car. So I knew I could make it where I was trying to go with at least $100. Y'all, I drove across country by myself. Not across country, but to Oklahoma by myself. When I got tired, which is when I got really exhausted, I had finally made it to Texas, and I stopped in this gas station in the middle of nowhere because I really just couldn't hold on anymore. And I said a prayer. I put my alarm on to wake me up in an hour because I was like, I'm gonna get back on the road in an hour. Um, it was hot. I remember that, and I just had like rolled my windows down. When I tell y'all, I fell asleep. and I knocked out, that alarm went off. I turned that mother off, and I went right back to sleep. And I think the sun had finally came up, and I was like, okay, I gotta get up. No, or was it like I slept like a 2 more hours or something? I don't know. I know I slept a little bit longer, and then I got my butt and I got on the road. At that time, I didn't know how protected I was being, because anything could have happened to me, y'all. Anything could have happened to me, girl. So I finally made it to Oklahoma, and within 1 month of being in Oklahoma, got a job, a caregiving job, on a website. And on when you go to these places, they like, the description was, you like to have your driver's license, this and that, because just in case like you need to drive these people around, y'all. I don't even know how I got this job, but I got this job. They didn't check pretty much nothing of my, they didn't do what they were supposed to do. I don't think. And I had my driver's license, it just wasn't valid. I think, or something like, or my ID or something, I don't know. I ended up getting this job taking care of this lady, and her name is Norma. And they before I ended up working for Norma, they say she had went through about 20 caregivers. She had Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia, and she was a fighter. Y'all, she was a fighter. So I ended up living with Norma, and I was her caregiver. The company I had went through to work with that family, the family no longer even wanted to deal with the company because they felt like they were being overcharged. So they ended up paying me. Like, I ended up leaving that company, and they ended up paying me personally. I was getting paid $200 a day, and they would pay me cash weekly. And when they didn't want to come and work their shifts on the weekends, they would pay me then. I was making good money. Like, and I didn't have no bills. My car, that was it. All I had was a cell phone bill in my car. And I had my own room in this house, and I had to take care of this lady and her husband. Her husband ended up passing before she did, and ended up taking care of her for about a year. Y'all, so when I tell you, don't be scared to take a chance on yourself. And I actually could have did a lot with that money, because I ended up saving like over $10,000. But I didn't learn my people pleasing lessons. I ended up effing off that money. But the whole point of it, is I took a chance, and big things happened, and I was making more money, and I was doing something that I loved. I loved taking care of that lady, and she loved me. So if you ever doubt yourself, don't doubt yourself. Ask for a sign, and just take a chance on yourself. That's all I want to tell y'all, is take a chance on yourself. And I love y'all. Peace.